you can disconnect. Usually there is a connection there between the mind and the body. You know what it's like, when the body is sick, or you've got a headache, or you're very tired. Sometimes the mind can get negative and grumpy. And I've seen that much of the arguments in life just come from tired bodies. You allow that connection to happen, and a lot of times, because you are tired, because you are ill, because you are sick, you become angry and you take it out on your partners. Please understand that a lot of arguments and grumpiness which happen in a family are just coming from physical pain, physical tiredness. And just a little bit of rest will make people much easier to live with. But nevertheless, that's sometimes hard for us to do, because there's so many demands on us in our modern life, and we do work so hard, and we sometimes do get tired, and sometimes we do not feel in the best way, and we do get sick, we do have colds and flus and cancers and stuff. But what are you going to do about that? It's an incredibly powerful statement to say, even though you may be in great pain, sick and dying, you don't need to let that control your happiness. I mentioned this in Sydney a couple of days ago. One of my favourite people in history, St. Lawrence, San Lorenzo apparently his real name was. And this was a Catholic saint in the Middle Ages. And like many outspoken people, he said the wrong thing and was sentenced to be killed by the Inquisition. I'm very glad there's no Inquisition or Buddhist Inquisition here, because I'd be in trouble many, many times, some of the things I say here. But nevertheless, this poor fellow, he wasn't actually burned at the stake, because somebody got his story, and he was actually put on this I think metal grill, and the grill was heated. He was literally toasted. It's like torture death. But you can imagine what that would feel like. Those of you who have actually burnt your finger and know how painful that is, they say that burning is one of the most painful of physical sensations. So this fellow, being burnt alive, his last words before he lost consciousness, he said it in Latin, but the translation was this: just before he lost consciousness, burnt, blistered, he said, "Turn me over, this side is done." He cracked a joke, and that's why I respect that person so much. I hope I can crack a joke when I'm dying that way. What it actually showed, and that's an extreme, what it actually showed, that even in great pain, that degree of pain, it didn't affect his happiness. He took control.